1.
Top Cat. Top Cat is a streetwise cartoon con artist from the 1960s, and I'm convinced he's less cool alley cat and more cult leader in a waistcoat. Think about it. He commands a gang of followers who obey his every scheme, no matter how absurd, while he lounges smugly in a trash can throne. That's not leadership, that's indoctrination. His smooth-talking charm masks the truth. Top Cat is the feline version of every shady pyramid scheme CEO who ever promised you riches if you just sell more miracle juice. The cop, Officer Dibble, is portrayed as a bumbling antagonist, but honestly, Dibble's the hero. He's the one man standing against a criminal feline empire, while everyone else is hypnotized by TC's grin. Look past the jazzy theme song and bright colors, and what do you see? A manipulative charmer gaslighting an entire neighborhood, all while purring his way into cartoon history. Top Cat isn't just a character, he's capitalism with whiskers.
2.
Tom. Tom is the eternally doomed blue-gray house cat from Tom and Jerry, and I swear to you, he is not funny, he is tragic. This isn't slapstick, it's Sisyphean torture disguised as comedy. Every day, Tom's existence boils down to one command: catch the mouse. And every day, he fails. Anvils crush his skull, dynamite explodes in his face, pianos close on his fingers like iron coffins, and yet, he lives. He regenerates. He never wins. Tell me that isn't hell. Tom is the original dark comedy protagonist, trapped in a loop of pain and humiliation so unending that you start laughing because the alternative is crying. And the psychological carnage? Oh, it's there. That wide-eyed, manic grin. If you've ever worked a soul-sucking job where success is impossible, you've basically lived Tom's life. Only difference is, he doesn't get dental insurance.
3.
Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat is the OG cartoon cat, born in the silent film era, and he should be harmless, just a goofy little trickster with a magic bag. But stare too long and tell me he doesn't radiate uncanny menace. That wide-eyed, void-filled stare, that permanent grin that looks less like friendly mascot and more like this thing would watch you drown without blinking. Felix has survived cultural extinction events, sound films, Disney domination, the collapse of entire studios, and he just keeps coming back. It's unnatural. He's not nostalgic, he's eternal, lurking. Even his bag of tricks feels wrong, like a proto-cartoon cat weapon. The bag is a portal, a factory of impossible objects, reality bending like Play-Doh. Felix isn't just a character, he's persistence embodied, a totem of how animation refuses to die. And if you're asking me, those massive black eyes don't hide joy, they hide hunger.
4.
Scratchy. Scratchy from the Itchy and Scratchy Show is Tom's nightmare on steroids. He isn't unlucky. He's a perpetual corpse. He exists for one function: to be shredded, exploded, decapitated, and then reset like nothing happened. But unlike Tom, Scratchy knows. You can see it in those glassy cartoon eyes. The show is parody, sure, but peel it back and it's body horror disguised as slapstick. Scratchy has been disemboweled in ways that would traumatize a war medic. He's been split atom by atom, diced, blended, shot into space, and then reset. His life is violence as entertainment, and we, the audience, cackle while he screams. Scratchy isn't funny. Scratchy.
5. Light Yagami. Light Yagami is a high school honor student who got bored of tests and decided to play God with a notebook that kills people. That's not intelligence. That's arrogance sharpened into a guillotine. And yet, you can't deny it. The guy is frighteningly smart. He's the honor roll student your mom always compared you to. Except instead of building a resume, he's building a death cult. He manipulates police forces, his own family, even the literal god of death, like he's arranging chess pieces while you're still figuring out checkers. Light's brain works like a computer running on pure caffeine and ego, constantly calculating outcomes, predicting moves, rehearsing conversations 3 layers deep. The brilliance isn't that he outsmarts others, it's that he believes his morality overrides reality. He isn't a villain who knows he's evil. He's the villain who thinks he's righteous. That's scarier, because you can argue with cruelty, but you can't argue with someone convinced they're saving the world by killing it. 6. Palpatine. Palpatine is proof that the scariest thing in the galaxy isn't the Death Star. It's one old man with a chessboard for a brain. He didn't just seize power. He wrote the script for an entire galactic tragedy, handed out the roles, and laughed while everyone hit their cues. The Jedi? Manipulated into generals so they could be branded traitors. The Senate? Convinced to vote democracy out of existence while cheering for it. Anakin Skywalker? Groomed like a prize horse until he collapsed under the weight of his own destiny. Palpatine is intelligence so venomous it seeps into every crevice of politics, religion, and war. He never raises his voice unless it's to scream lightning into your bones. And that smile, thin, knowing, smug, is the grin of a man who already won before the movie started. His genius isn't invention. It's corrosion. He rots entire systems from the inside, and you never realize it until the stench of empire is choking. 7. Dr. Doom. Victor Von Doom is a man who looked at Reed Richards, the smartest hero in Marvel, and said, "Cute. Now watch me out-invent you while overthrowing monarchies before lunch." Doom is arrogance incarnate. But unlike most narcissists, he earns it. He's a polymath who masters science, sorcery, politics, and still finds time to personally style that green cloak like he's strutting down a villain runway. Doom doesn't want to just beat the Fantastic Four. He wants to run Earth. And here's the horrifying part. When Doom rules Latveria, his dictatorship is deficient, prosperous. He crushes opposition, but his people eat, his cities thrive, his borders hold. Doom proves that a genius tyrant is more terrifying than a brute. He's the villain who wins by making you realize, if he actually did conquer the world, it might be better. The smartest villains aren't just nightmares. They're temptations and steel masks. 8. Tywin Lannister. Tywin is not a sorcerer, not a genius hacker, not some cape-wearing billionaire. He's just a man, a mortal. But gods, he is terrifying. Tywin Lannister plays the Game of Thrones with no dragons, no magic, just ruthless logic sharpened into a blade. He's the guy who stares down chaos and says, "I will organize this." His genius lies in cold pragmatism, crushing houses, orchestrating massacres, marrying children into dynasties like chess pawns. There's no passion, no gloating, only strategy. Even when he's humiliating his son or annihilating his enemies, it's never personal. It's structural. That's why he unnerves me more than Joffrey ever could. Joffrey is chaos. Tywin is inevitability. He doesn't need fire-breathing beasts. He has patience, calculation, and the willingness to stain every stone in Westeros with blood if it means stability. Smart villains don't brag. They just win. And Tywin wins until the second he doesn't.